Hello everybody, how are you going? And welcome to Irish People Try Canadian Snacks, the same Irish people that have tried Canadian alcohols and even the famous poutine, and so they've got a good grasp on what the culture of Canada truly is, but what about just the snack of Canada?
Canuck cookies. Canookies.
I have no clue what you're talking
Canookies. When you're looking for some nookie, get your girlfriend some Canookies.
Like maple, I always think like hockey, but then what's hockey flavour?
What do they eat?
What do hockey players eat when they're training, I suppose?
Poutine?
Think you're gonna like them?
Maple?
How dare you, Sean Connolly? How dare you?
Question.
Don't disrespect Canada, okay?
Never. The Big Turk. Wait. A Turkish Delight with what I can only imagine is French underneath it, but a Nestle product, natural flavors and no artificial colors. No artificial... Yeah, it must be colors, which is a weird way of saying it, as every time that I ever hear it, it's no artificial colors or flavors, not natural flavors and no artificial colors. That sounds like a extra big mouthful, but a Big Turk, I can't say I've ever heard of that before. What are they?
Big Turk. Oh, hello.
There's nothing subtle or sexy about this bar. It's like Big Turk.
It's Turkish Delight. How do you feel about Turkish Delight?
Not a fan.
Oh,
Have you ever had a Big Turk?
Here we
Not
go.
yet, but I feel it's going to be my nickname at the end of this.
This is like the bar equivalent of a dick pic. It's just like, Big Turk. There it is.
I don't know why people hate Turkish Delight so much.
It's just jelly wrapped in a coat.
What's wrong with that? Of chocolate. What is wrong with How is that a bad
We're
thing?
just gonna, okay.
Oh, why is it like knobbly?
Oh!
What?
I kind of feel like I'm eating decorative soap.
That's a chunky Turkish Delight.
That is chunky. They weren't lying about it being a Big Turk.
I like Big Turks.
And she cannot lie.
What actually is, because I never actually understood what Turkish Delight is. Like,
Oh, I haven't
what's the
full notion
sauce?
what it is. Like, not a clue.
Is Turkish Delight usually that thick?
That's right. You
Is
want it
it?
to be softer.
Yeah, right?
The only time I ate Turkish Delight properly was when I was in Turkey. And this man brought us to the back of his shop and sold us Turkish Delight, but I don't think it was Turkish Delight.
It has like a floor.
Wait. There is so much to even unpack just immediately going, okay, it's not like a traditional Turkish Delight. I don't even know the last time I would have had a Turkish Delight to be trying to compare it to what they're having here, but it's also, as much as they're saying it's a Big Turk, I feel like it should be bigger than what I'm seeing here, especially considering it's kind of knobbly. It should just be like a solid bar of... I mean, it's jelly coated, like they say, but just like thicker. It's got the width, but I want it to be more like Snickers and Mars and Picnic and all those kind of sized in terms of its rectangular square shape, not quite thin like it is here. I mean, I guess that's what a Turkish Delight is. This is really just a long one, but I don't know. If you can throw down the gauntlet and say that it's a Big Turk, you better be ready just to actually live up to its name, and I don't know if that really is. That's a long Turk, not a Big Turk. And also, this lady on the right, I just want to listen to again because I could have sworn, and I know that the Australian accent comes from so many different flavours of all of the UK, but I just want to listen to it again because I could have sworn that as much as it says Irish, if you told me that she was Australian, I would have thought it and I would have believed it because she just sounds it to me.
Is, because I never actually understood what Turkish Delight is. Like,
Oh, I haven't-
It's just bang on compared to everyone else in this entire video where you just go, oh yeah, I can hear where you're from. She sounds Australian, so maybe she's Australian moved to Ireland. I don't know where it's coming from, but she definitely doesn't sound like the rest of them.
It has like a
I
floraliness
love
about it,
it.
which is I think why people think it tastes like soap.
Oh,
But this isn't great.
Got a weak chocolate. Weak chocolate.
It's Nestle though.
Oh.
Mark down because it's Nestle chocolate and not Cadbury's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be a
second
big
of all,
difference.
it's an effort to eat it.
What they lack in like, I don't know, flavor, they've made up for in like quantity. Like it is, I don't know how much this is, but it's a lot of it. But I'd rather if it was smaller and better.
There's a lot of Big Turk, but size doesn't matter.
You need to go out and touch some grass.
Oh, straight onto it. Well, a very different kind of snack right there, going from Big Turks to Big Cheez-Its, so to say. From Hawkins, real cheddar cheese. Man, I don't really want to be knowing how that is even possibly preserved, especially when they're going ahead and saying no preservatives. It sounds impossible to me. How can you have real cheddar cheese but no preservatives and it's in a bag like that is hardly vacuum packed? But coming back to the Big Turk, I just have to take it back in terms of I thought she was saying it tastes like floral soap, and that was in a bad way, which I guess to any normal person, I think that's how they're going to be taking it. But then she said it's not a bad thing. It tastes florally and flowery, which I guess some people think that it tastes like soap, but then she went on to say that she liked it. So I don't know what's going on, but overall it sounded like it was a fairly mediocre bar. No one said it was horrible, no one said it was amazing. They said it was maybe let down by the chocolate, maybe it wasn't to their taste buds, but it was just very, very mediocre. No one's going to say, no, I'm not going to have one of those, it sounds like.
Are these fucking corn snacks? Because I'm about to lose my mind if they are.
Okay.
See this? There's no way to make this inappropriate. This is
You
just
can make
cute.
anything inappropriate if you try hard enough.
Bang of cheese.
Yeah, bag of cheese, boys. Oh, yeah.
I like its simple packaging.
Valley, fromage, cheddar.
Very fromage cheddar. Yeah, that sounds right.
I feel like I got the fromage part very well.
Mmm.
What's the rating going to be though?
A lot of cheese. You're lactose intolerant.
This is not nearly as violent as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I don't like the flavor, but we're getting back to where I remember this
It's
corn
the
based
corn
snack.
you like.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Can I take this home?
They kind of taste a little bit like they've been left out for a while. They're not as like puff, light.
Do you prefer a corn snack to a potato snack?
As a change.
Get out of the country.
Oh no, she's going to be letting them all down. I mean, like I said, one of them is apparently not even Irish. She has to be Australian. Just the more I hear her, the more it just comes through. And then she has the odd thing where I guess she's been around enough Irish people where she's picked it up. But this guy leads the charge almost out of all of them, just to be hammering home that they are, in fact, Irish. And she is now going to be kicked out of the country because you just dishonored the potato in favor of corn. I don't know how you could possibly be doing that and getting away with it and not just have police on site to arrest you. But then also, I guess that just comes back to the fact that the Cheez-Its, the Cheesies, not the Cheez-Its, the Cheesies do in fact do the impossible. Like they were saying, it's no preservatives and it's real cheddar, but then it's the orangeness that throws me off. Like that's the North American orange cheese that none of the rest of the world ever has, and that's because I don't really know if it really ticks the blocks of cheese anywhere else in the world.
It tastes like a crisp that's been left out a while.
There is a very crunchy texture
so
to it, but the
stale.
cheese flavor is real. It does taste real.
Yeah.
But I feel like usually the flavor kind of like hits you.
Yeah.
And this is very kind of like,
They're a bit lackluster.
I'll be honest, I haven't heard a word I've said myself because there's a crunch in my head has been so loud.
What?
Huh?
Who?
Huh?
Are those my feet?
Cheesies.
That's what they're called.
They could have called them something like cheeses. That's good. Crisps.
Like,
Okay, might be a little bit of a stretch, but I guess it's all just in the brand and how you advertise it. But again, why are they so stale? I mean, I guess it does matter maybe if the bag's been out for an hour between one person filming and another person filming between all the pairs. But then again, I feel like every single person has said it. So it can't just be the fact that one person had it an hour old and one person had it brand new. They also had to get, I guess, imported. So maybe that just took a little bit of time. I mean, they should be sealed in their package, and I don't know, I'm just trying to make excuses for them. Maybe that's just because they're different to what they used to, because they aren't potato, but realistically, if there's good bits and bad bits, again, it's just not apparently that bad. People are liking them, and so we're yet to have a bad one, which is fine, you know, especially trying to cater to other people's taste buds. Do you not having it immediately spit out? That's a pass in all books.
you know, you definitely would eat them, especially if you were having like
Right,
a
there
glass
we
of
go.
wine or a pint or whatever. A bowl of these would be gone.
Compared to the Big Turk.
Oh, much better. I mean, it's hard. They're savory. You're asking us to compare savory and sweet. They're two different things.
I kind of miss the Big Turk.
I like the Big Turk energy.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't appreciate it. Now I miss it.
It's nice. I like it. It's pure garbage. Give me more.
Yeah, I don't really like it that much.
I think Canada has more up its sleeve. I think it's given us its base level currently, and I have more belief in Canada.
Agreed.
There we go.
Yeah. Canada can and will do better.
Macintosh's toffees. I think for sure.
Oh,
This is
I love this kind of thing.
Perfect for sharing. Again, that's
There
what
we
people
go.
say about me. Ideal porta pottery gang.
Creamy toffee, cremo. You're welcome.
Oh yeah.
L'original.
Oh.
Macintoshes.
40-year-old sweet from your granny's house.
Have a handful in the car, in the cup
Decades
holder.
old. You're gonna lose a tooth on it.
Small candies. Maybe.
Oh, so they're toffee in the sense that it's caramel? I mean, I should probably just go back and read the packaging exactly. Creamy toffee. The original, I'm just trying to see, like, what is its flavor? Because I expected it, I was going, is it going to be like a minty? I mean, they did say toffee, but is it going to be caramel? Is it going to be coffee? Is it going to be, I don't know, what is it going to be? But then it looked like it was caramel. which I don't know if that's just expected because that's in the word toffee, but if they're going to say toffee and not give a flavour, then I would be just lost going, what flavour is it? I would expect it to be saying caramel toffee or something toffee. I don't even know. There's not many toffee things, I feel like, in Australia. But then I guess, you can get toffee apples. And that's just kind of like hard sugar. So is that what this is? Like it's just melted sugar? So that's what I'd be expecting. But then that is definitely looks like caramel. And even the way it sticks to the packaging, it has to be, surely.
We should probably gotten started on this ages ago because it's tough. It's going to take fucking ages.
Go for it. Oh.
It smells like Play-Doh.
They're really buttery.
Chewing it is like sinking into quicksand.
Oh my god, it is.
Christ, is a lot of work. You know what I mean?
This is now the 5 minutes of silence.
Own it. They're so good.
There's no hard center. It's just as you go through, you're like, surely I'm going to hit the bottom at some point. Then.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
I'm just reading this and wish I had a handful of nuts to like put in my mouth with this.
Make me rich.
My jaw is hurting after eating this.
Oh.
I'm still eating it.
But this is like a one a day.
I'm going in for another one.
It says made with simple ingredients. Like butter and sugar. It doesn't say it's made from butter and sugar.
I think if you're probably
That's a little bit scary, and I thought they were going to be saying like simple ingredients, like with concrete, because you can just gnaw on it all day and not get through. And maybe that's what they're going for. It's like, here you go, kids. Here's your one candy, lolly, whatever else you want to be calling it, depending on where you're from. And here it is for the day, and maybe even for the week, because you're just going to be taking that long to get through it. We don't have to be going, oh, mum, dad, I want another one, because you're not through it yet. You can go half the day, and they won't even know that we've still picking out of their teeth, and their tongue's just going to be doing all the work to get these toffee out if it's taking these guys minutes to get through it. Kids are never going to get it out of their teeth, but you just got to be going, well, you can't have anything else until it's all gone. But like she said, it is definitely a little bit dangerous when they say like butter and sugar, because if it was, they'd be surely proudly made from simple ingredients in butter and sugar, not like butter and sugar. And so if you are saying that, what is it truly made from?
I think if you're probably over 65 years old in Canada, like 95% of your blood is probably this.
Oh,
Very little stretch factor.
that was
Ooh.
a touch and go situation
It
there.
really was.
They're so good.
But they're so difficult. Like you
Do
have
you know
to
when you like eat half the wrapper and you're like, fuck it.
Because this is stuck to the inside of my mouth and it is not leaving there. Hold on. I'm going in.
Oh, here we go.
See, it's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see this plans out.
Some say that he's still trying to fight it off to the day, or maybe the Hickory Sticks can just come in like toothpicks and just get it out for him as well. And that's just why you have to have all these snacks in a particular order, and they just stuffed it up. Maybe you got to start with the toffee. I still don't know what it is. I can only imagine that it's caramel, but then maybe it's not. Either way, Hickory Sticks up next, and I've definitely heard of these before, and I thought they would have had them, but I guess not. I know that they can be quite strong though.
Hickory Sticks. Or, as the French say, Juliet à la hickory.
There's a lot to unpack here, I think.
It is a big pack.
They also have these in Australia, and these are like a god tier childhood snack.
Oh, really?
Juliet à la-
There we go. At least it finally the truth came out, because I was just going, surely I'm not just crazy, and it just was continually compounding about what's truly going on here. But they say in the title, and everyone else is Irish, so it didn't make sense. And I was going, okay, maybe she's transferred. I don't know. But then for her just to admit it herself, at least it just gives me closure. And so now we can continue, because I don't know if I've had these. Maybe I have. I don't know. I reckon I would have had something similar, but these in particular, I don't have any memory of them.
They also have these in Australia, and these are like a god tier childhood snack.
Oh, really?
Juliet à la hickory.
Julian Licoy.
Fair enough.
Hickory Sticks.
Love him for that.
Crunch.
Love him for that.
Munch.
Love him for that.
Taste.
We're like the Spice Girls.
We are like the Spice Girls, the Hickory
I don't
Spice
know.
Girls.
Oh,
Whoa.
That was unexpected.
They're
Oh,
strong.
that is
Michelle.
nice flavouring though.
it's really good.
Oh my god, they're great.
Okay.
Absolutely
But-
fab.
Mildly, slightly stale.
But they're just so difficult
Again.
to eat.
Yeah, that's it. They're really difficult to eat.
It's like someone just put their hand in my mouth.
After eating all the cheese and snacks.
they're just like,
Like-
have a little
The
nibble.
problem is though, is I have to do this. Like I kind of would rather them in like a ridged, crisp format, just for ease of use.
And then they all go different ways. It's like Tetris. It's playing fucking Tetris with chips into your mouth.
Like imagine if you come home after a night out shoveling them in.
Oh,
One of them
God.
gets stuck. What are you gonna do?
Probably die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can picture myself.
Oh, just stuck in your windpipe like that. I mean, I guess you can still have breathability unless you're getting a whole bundle and you're playing pick up sticks and you just need to try and remove the wrong one just to try and make them all go down. But like she said, maybe you could just make it a bit easier in the form of a normal chip. But then you wouldn't have the name being Hickory Chips, or I guess you could make a Hickory Chips instead of a Hickory Sticks. It basically works all the same, but it would just be blasphemy, I'm sure, just to be changing an original, a cult favorite, so to say. But also, why does he feel like someone's gone ahead and put a whole hand in his mouth? Like, I'm trying to even understand how that's a flavor. It doesn't make any sense, because then she went on to say how it's due to the fact that you've just had the cheese. What? None of it makes any sense. The cheese and the hickory, is that just because it's so much? But they also had the caramel? I don't know. So please, if you have any first-hand experience about what he's experiencing, or even just understand what kind of reference he's making, just let me know. Fill me in.
I can picture myself in like the 6th grade having a little bowl of these and being like in front of the television, like just one at a time. Like,
So you'd
really?
be a one at a time, whereas I'd be like tipping the bowl into my mouth.
How do they compare to the cheesies?
Ooh.
Oh, far better.
Oh.
Because a potato snack is better.
I would say you put both on the plate, mix it together, you've got yourself an incredible meal.
There's been
Oh,
no
God.
common thread between these snacks whatsoever. And nothing maple!
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
you've been
Nothing.
betrayed.
But taste
Wait, so then I would have thought that if anything was going to be maple, the toffees would have been maple. It would have been maple toffee. Just, I guess that's caramel maple toffee is what I would have expected, but then it wouldn't have been. Or it obviously wasn't. So then the fact that none of these are, that's crazy. It almost feels like they've gone to the grocery store, gone to the shops and gone, okay, we've got 3 options here, 5 options there, and we're just going to have to choose everything that just doesn't have maple on it, because everything else will. But him saying that a potato snack is better has got me wondering, what are the ingredients of these things? Like, I guess the last ones I said was corn, because she was loving it. This one is apparently a potato, which, well, because he loves it. And I guess it is going to be a little bit of a stretch, but by having both the hickory sticks and the cheesies, you are having multiple vegetables. They may be processed to infinity, but at least you were just trying to have a few different vegetables in your diet, which is a bit scary to think about.
Nothing maple!
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you've been
Nothing.
betrayed.
But taste-wise, is there anything like this?
I think hickory ham.
I love fucking ham. Don't
ham.
get me started on ham. But this did not remind me of ham.
Ham
What
for
is
breakfast.
hickory ham?
That's Stafford.
Pancakes and ham.
So we're superstars now.
We're superstars now because our track has gone viral.
Yeah. We're Christmas #1 in France and in Canada.
Yeah.
Nowhere else though, because they don't get it.
There was no duds.
No.
Canada has just set such a high bar for us. The most basic of stuff.
It doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, exactly.
It's different.
It was a hornier experience than I thought it was going to be. We went on a bit of a journey. But
Canadian
I
lumberjacks, though, am I right?
Oh my god, yes! Absolutely!
And I guess with that, there is no greater honour for Canada and their snacks, as food can get people feeling a whole host of different ways, whether it's full, or a little bit distraught, or a little bit just devastated with how bad it was. It was none of that. It got them feeling a particular kind of way about a particular kind of people and personalities. But hey, if it always just set on from the hickory and the ham, I would love to know what is hickory ham. But just from potatoes to corn to toffee to even just gel and chocolate, as disappointing as it may be, there is nothing bad about any of it. They all seemingly loved it, and so yeah, Canada set a very, very high bar. And they didn't let anyone down, and that is very, very difficult to do, like I said. So well done, Canada. Even without your maple, you can hold a very, very high standard, and that's saying something.